There has to be a unity racially among white men, white males, in a nation that is ruled by them, a nation that is of all one race of people. Racism began when white people started letting Indians, Negroes, Mexicans, Chinese, and all these non-whites come into the country. What happens in a country that is run by white men, a country that white men rule, and a country that white men are it? They are the number one. Well, when you start injecting the very first Negro, or the very first Oriental, or the very first Mexican, or Indian, you replace a white man. If you hire an Indian, a Mexican, a Chinese, or Negro, then you have failed to hire a white man. You had to remove a white man. And it was this has been a selling out of white men from actually since the beginning of slavery. Slavery was evil. It was something that white men curses ever having done because it brought Negroes here. And then the Negroes started taking jobs white men were supposed to have. And today you have racism. Racism comes because white men have failed to be supreme. They've failed to unite racially. They've failed to have a brotherhood, a unity in their hiring practices, where they would give each other jobs before they would these immigrants, these non-whites, these Mexicans, these Negroes, and Jews, and all these other types. And so the cause of racism is white males injecting and permitting non-whites into their society, because when they first made black citizens after the Civil War, first made Indian citizens, they began the racial removal of a white man to bring these people up in our society. In other words, a nation has to be ruled by men, and it has to be that one race of people live in it. Go to China, go to Japan, go to Mexico. You got Negroes in Mexico, but you primarily got Indians down there. And the same way with your Oriental, they're just Semitics. They're not, Orientals, and you have no foreigners attempting to erase other races attempting to come in and steal their jobs. They would, in China, they would take your black ass out there and blow your kneecaps off and hang you up for fingyi. And this is just because a nation has to be one race of people, and unfortunately in this nation we're headed for some violence, and it's not going to stop until white men turn to God and unite racially and work overtime to try to bring about a nation peacefully that is one race of people, white people, and try to work with these non-whites to help them move into their own state, move into their own nation, where they're not knocking white men out of jobs.